Hi everyone, it's been a little bit since we posted a video. We've had a lot of life changes going on. We've been super busy, so we just figured today we would give you a little life update. So, Liz decided to move closer to work. It's something that she's wanted to do. Well, you can.
You're doing great. So I moved closer to work. So now I have an 8-minute drive to work as opposed to like a 45-minute, if there's no traffic, no construction. So it's been really good just being able to wake up a little bit later and not having to, add on almost 2 hours of my workday driving in the car.
So Dakota came back and literally that same day, basically, Liz moved out. So we literally never had any time to talk about her leaving or us to even address our own emotions and feelings about that. It was super hard to compartmentalize the excitement of Dakota coming home to the sadness. I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
Of Lizzie moving. And I felt so bad because we didn't even get to talk about it because I didn't want to focus on that sadness.
Oh my god.
So this is literally the first time we've even talked about it. So
Jesus, I didn't know you were that upset about it.
Well, it was just sad. We've literally lived together basically our whole life.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe how many years? Maybe a year or two total that we didn't live together.
Yeah.
And we have the weirdest bond.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know, it's always so crazy, I guess, the way normal sisters always say, they wish their relationship was, that's how we are.
Literally.
We never fight, and when we do, it's because one of us is hangry, and so one of us gets short and snarky, and then the other one gives an attitude back because they're like, bro, chill out, go eat something. And then we take our, 10 minutes?
Literally.
And then we move on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, I just want to say thank you.
Oh my god, here we go.
For everything you did over the past year. And, not only that, even when Dakota was back, you were always there for me, no matter what, anything I needed, you never hesitated. All through, even when Levi was a baby, and I didn't have a lot of support while he was gone, but, literally, if I ever needed anything, I knew you would be there. So, thank you for getting me through.
I know you sacrificed a lot and didn't do a lot of things that you wanted to do because of us. And I never asked for you, to even stay living with us, but I knew you didn't want to leave because you wanted to be there. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Oh my god. So I wouldn't have changed a thing though. One of my coworkers the other day was talking about how what a big commitment that was, and for me I didn't even feel like it was this huge commitment that I had to do. That was just life. That's how life turned. Your husband was getting deployed. There was no other idea or option in my mind. It was just
It was
hey, well,
just
this is my life too. Yeah, it wasn't something I had to sit and debate about. I don't know, for me it wasn't this contract type thing that I had to think about. It was just the normal. There was no other option. I never I wouldn't have taken back any of that. One, for the kids' sake, I'll never get that time back with them, and being able to just spend I spent an entire year just being there for them and showing them the support that they need, and I know I always say I have the greatest moments. Parenting's hard. But I'll never get that back. And then with you, like, we were already so close, but, like, being there for each other during that time, I feel like just brought us even closer, which I didn't even think was possible, but, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Well, I literally, like, could never repay you for everything you did for me without even, like, hesitating about it.
Well, thank you for letting me.
Yeah. So, yeah. That, it was, like, so hard. Like, I had to, like, bottle up, like, all of that, like, feeling.
Yeah.
Because I, like, didn't want to be, like, sad when he came home. Like, it was so exciting, you know, like, him being gone for so long and coming home. And, like, I felt so guilty, like, not even being able to, like, say thank you because I knew if I did, it would be a big emotional fest, like, now.
Right.
But, yeah. So, like, for you, what were, like, some of the challenging moments, like, while he was away and, like, having to, like, well, not having to, but, like, stepping in and, like, helping me, like, during the pandemic, like...
I guess, so, like, first, like, I guess easier part of it was, like, like, having the pandemic and then, like, having, like, such a responsibility. And again, like, I know that was my choice. It wasn't anything you made me responsible for them. But, like, having that kind of, like, allowed me to just say no to things I didn't want to do. Because I'm such a person that I'm going to do whatever is going to make everyone else happy. And so, like, I was able to set boundaries with things I, like, didn't want to do. If I didn't want to go somewhere, if I, you know, it allowed me to, like, set some boundaries with work, which has always been a struggle for me. But I was like, you know, I can't stay this long. I can't have this meeting after and this meeting every single day of the week because I have kids at home.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part was probably just, like, with work, feeling like I had to, like, split myself, like, home and work, and, like, coming home and, like, not having a break. So, like, shout out to parents because it's so hard, like, going from work to just coming home and, like, not being off at all. Like, you're just, like, you're still on, like, you don't get to decompress. You have to come home and then, like, it's all about the kids. And again, it's not a bad thing at all, but, like, it's stressful. And, like, then, like, the emotional guilt of, like, I lost my patience with them. Like, great, now I'm a terrible person and I suck as an yes, and going to bed at night being like, wow, I'm the worst person ever because I yelled at them for something I shouldn't have. So I think just, like, trying to learn how to, like, manage the stress and, like, grow my patience. I feel like that was probably the hardest, like, while Dakota was gone.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. Like, you got, like, an insider look, like a 1-year shadow trial of, like, being a mom before.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Mom guilt is so real.
Oh,
and, like, the way you described, like, never getting a chance to, like, decompress. Like, it's literally go, go, go. Like, you don't get to sleep in. Like, you don't actually get weekends. Like, nighttime is not, like, relaxing.
Yeah, that's a bedtime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, and it's, so I always feel like, I don't know, like, people talk to me, like, people who have children will talk to me about, like, how stressful it is, and, like, some people who don't really, like, know my whole life, my whole story, they're like, yeah, you wouldn't understand, you don't get it, and, like, I don't to the full extent, because they're not mine,
right,
but, like,
them, but...
right, but, like, to some extent, like, I do get it, and, like, it's so hard, like, I don't know, moms are crazy, moms are crazy, and they're powerful, and so strong, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
No, it is. We're crazy.
Yeah.
And so, like, do you have, like, one, like, favorite or, like, one, like, high moment that you, like, had that you can remember? Like, or what one thing that, like, maybe, like, changed you?
I guess just, like, there was a lot of, like, self-realization and, like, I guess, like, I really learned, like, what, like, my capabilities are, and, like, patience is something I definitely have to work on, because I always thought, like, I'm a very patient person, and, like, I've always been told that, and, like, teaching dance or teaching kids, it, like, I had the patience, but to, like, do that all day long and never stop, like, it's different to do it just for 8 hours of a day, or a 1 hour dance class, but, like, to have to have patience from, like, the second you wake up till the moment you go to bed. Like, yeah, I gotta work on that. Like, if I'm ever having kids, like, I don't know, the kids are my future, but, like, if they ever are, like, I gotta work on patience. Yeah. But I think just to, like, I've always been a very empathetic person, but I think it just, like, even pushed that further, like, feeling everyone's emotions. Like, we really fed off each other's emotions. So, like, if one of us was stressed, like, it was hard for the other one not to get stressed. Or, like, when the kids were upset about something or, like, really missing Dakota, like, it was so hard to not want to just, like, sit there and cry with them.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then I think the favorite moment, like, I guess it's not really while he was gone, but it's, like, since I've moved out, is that every single time I come back, Josie and Brooklyn act like they've never seen me in, like, 3 years. And they're like, yes! And they run and give me a hug and then, like, hold on to me for, like, the longest time. And I don't know, it's, like, crazy to think, like, they don't get it, though. Like,
no.
I just left one day for them. Like,
right.
Because we never even really talked about how I was going to move out because I didn't want to add to, like...
Right. The emotions.
She's leaving?
Yeah, right. She's leaving now and he's
right. So we never talked about it. It was just one day I was packing my stuff and...
leaving. Going for a sleepover.
I'm going to my own house. So,
yeah. No, I think it's going to be really cool to see, like, how your relationship with the kids changes and, like, grows.
Yeah.
Because, like, you being here, it's, like, how they feel about us. Like, it's just normal, you know, and, like, they get annoyed. But now it'll be fun because you can go, or they can, like, go to your place, you know, or you can take them on, like, dates to do things. And I think it'll be a completely different relationship.
You can just be an aunt.
Yeah, an aunt. Right. No strings attached.
right. Give them back what I want.
Yeah, give them candy and send them home.
Bring them what I'm missing on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What do you think, like, was the hardest part for you while Dakota was gone? And then, like, what was the best part or, like, your favorite memory?
I think the hardest part was probably, like, the emotions.
It's okay.
And, like, when you have kids who can, like, understand that, like, their parent is gone, but not understand, like, why they're gone. They just, like, know that they're gone. It's really hard. Like, Levi struggled a lot with, like, school and friends, and he was, like, getting in trouble sometimes at school, and, like, there were a handful of people in this school who were supportive, but, like, honestly, I was really, really disappointed in the school system. It just stinks because not a lot of people understand, like, the military life and, like, how it affects the kids. Oh my god, I'm a sap.
No.
So it was just really hard to, like, see what's happening, like, and watching your kid change from, like, this happy child to, like, a child who is dealing with, like, some depression and anxiety and, like, and being in a community that isn't really, like, military based. Like, a lot of people who live on bases have access to a lot of support, whereas, like, us, since Dakota was in the Guard, we really didn't have that, like, close-knit community support. So it was just, that was probably the hardest part, is not knowing how to help my child, just besides, like, loving him. And then, like, also, like, dealing with your own, like, stress and anxiety, and, like, I had work, and it was a pandemic, and I was working, like, crazy hours to grow a business that's not even mine. I just feel like I put way too much on my own plate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that was the hardest part, was just, like, all of the emotions.
Which, the way you handled it is just crazy to me. Like, I talk about it all the time to people at work, like, again, the coworker who brought up, like, how much I, like, added on, and it's, like, it's nothing compared to you. Like, I had a choice, I guess, to this, but, like, whether you wanted to or not, like, you were in it, and just the way you handled all of the work stress and all of, like, Levi and Josie and Brooklyn's emotions, and then on top of yours, just kind of, like, keeping those hidden until you, like, could do it without the kids knowing. Like, I don't know how you have the strength. Like, you are literally the strongest person I know because you handled the pandemic and Dakota being gone and all of Levi's
and like a
emotions
sick
and
mom and
yeah,
like
literally everything
Yeah.
so well. And then of course, like, I come home and I vent about like work or I vent about like whatever it is, and like you add that to it too. Like, you just, you take everyone's stuff and just add it to your own place because you're just that amazing of a person, and you just handle it so well.
Well, thank you. It wasn't easy, but it's crazy too looking back now and like thinking like, holy cow, that entire year is already behind us.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. High moment. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I just think like, probably just seeing like what I was capable of, like, and before Dakota left, like, I wanted to, like, I'm trying to, like, think of how to explain it. Like, I wanted to see, like, how much I could accomplish and, like, how much I could handle, and, like, him to come back and be like, holy cow, like, you did all of that, like, the building at work. Like, I was so excited for him to see, like, before he left, we hadn't even, like, broken ground yet,
Right.
and then for, like, him to come back and see, like, structure up and, like, the progress there, and, like, I know you shouldn't, like, feel good about, like, proving yourself to others, but, like, for me, like, it was cool to, like, show him, like, what I could handle. So that, and then, obviously, like, the coming home, just seeing, like, the kids, like, sparkle in their eyes again. Here I go crying. But, like, something that was gone for so long, and then just to see, like, the kids fully happy again, like, there was no feeling like that. So that was really cool. I think that was, like, the high moment of it. But, yeah. So sorry for all the tears.
Sorry for this.
Yeah. I think we'll probably stop there for this video because I think any further is just going to be crying.
Yeah.
And I think you've seen enough of that. So, yeah. Thank you for, here we go, like, switch on, everything you did for me. I can, like, literally, like, never repay you for that. And I know you said, like, I was strong, but, like, I was able to be strong because, like, I had you there for me. Oh, my God. So, thank you.
You're welcome. You changed it.
I love you.
I love you too.
And I'm so excited for you to, like, be out on your own and, like, growing as your own person.
So, like, whatever, that's a new,
Yeah,
that's another video.
So,
Okay.
all right.
Anyways,
Bye, everyone.